beautiful earth signs. Welcome. My name is Alyssa. This is my channel of New Direction, and this is our mid-July reading for collective earth signs, sun, moon, rising. So let's get into this. I apologize if we get interrupted. I am outside enjoying the beautiful sunshine, but I have animals and children who like to interrupt me often. So there's my apology. Also a little heads up, I sometimes cuss, so here's your warning. Okay, let's get into this. So Mercury has come out of retrograde. Hallelujah. We are still in the shadow period, so if you're like, why is she tripping over her words? That has a little bit to do with it. We are going to this is going to be kind of just a little check-in, okay, for mid-month. So we're just going to be asking about 5 questions. The energies around what we have to look forward to, what we need to be mindful of, how this is going to look, love and romance, and work and goals. Okay? All right, let's get into this. So we're starting with the Energy Oracle deck, and what do we need to look forward to? Or what do we have to look forward to? What is the energy that the collective earth signs have to look forward to in these last few weeks of July? Spirit, what is the energy that the collective earth signs have to look forward to? What energy do the collective earth signs have to look forward to in the next few weeks of July here? Adjacent possibilities. New doorways. Okay. What must they be mindful of? What energy must the earth signs be mindful of? Thinking man and caring connections. Okay. What will things look like coming out of July? Too many, Spirit, too many energies here. What? Okay, come on, work. All right. Oh, that's still too many. That's still type 4. What do the energies look like coming out of July? Thank you, Spirit. The Angel of Love and Journey. Holy, okay. Energy around love and romance here, Spirit. What's the energy around love and romance for the collective earth signs? Energy around love and romance for the collective earth signs here. Strategy. Energy of work and goals. What is the energy of work and goals here? Contract and 3rd chakra. Broken heart at the bottom, a man holding his heart, and cornucopia. So we'll be talking about overcoming this broken heartness. Okay? This is actually the first reading out of, you guys are the last ones for the elements of the day, and this is the first one that a lot of romance has actually come out in, my earth sign. Broken heart, a man holding his heart, and cornucopia. We'll be talking about walking away from that brokenheartedness, embracing maybe somebody new. We're talking about, you maybe embracing maybe this, maybe you're a divine masculine watching this, and, your heartbreaking, you embracing your heart is going to bring this cornucopia. Let's get started though, okay. What do we have to look forward to in the last couple weeks here with adjacent possibilities? A whole slew of open doors before you. Remember, with adjacent possibilities, not everything is meant to be walked through. Okay, not all of these opportunities before you are things that you must walk through. Okay, they're not all for you. Not every doorway that is open is for you to go through. Peek your head in, have a little check, but, sorry, I am watching the beardy. Marvin's out enjoying the sunshine, so Nace just dropped him off. So anyway, I'm babysitting him too. Clarify these adjacent possibilities. What we have to look forward to in the last couple weeks of July here, Spirit. Clarify these adjacent possibilities here. Goodness me, this Empress literally just keeps coming out again and again. These adjacent possibilities, the doorways that are going to be for you, well, they're ones that you choose because of the lessons that you've learned. Okay? These aren't doors that you just walk through and you're like, meh, it doesn't really matter. These are doorways that you must choose the doorway that you're going through, because you've learned the lessons of a lot of these doorways. So the choices that you make here, okay, the cycles that you either want to say, no, I'm done doing silly cycles like that. I'm done going through doorways that don't serve me. I'm done, whatever that may be. Okay, that's needed. The Empress came behind this Nine of Wands. You have the ability here in life to change, to create, to manifest the way forward. The Empress is often talking about birth. Okay, it can literally be talking about birth. It can be talking about the birth of children. It can be talking about the birth of things in life that you want to bring forward. Okay, see here, the world, the birth of your world. But the doors that you choose to walk through, that is going to be a huge, you know, contributor to the life that you're about to build. Because if you keep walking through doorways that you are not acknowledging the lessons that you have already learned in life, if you are not acknowledging the lessons and all of these things that have already taken you to get to these spots, if you just keep walking through old doorways that you know aren't for you, old patterns, old habits, whatever they may be, if you cannot acknowledge the lessons that it has taken you to get you to where you are now, then you're missing out on this place. You have to acknowledge the lessons that it has taken you to get you to where you are. You have to acknowledge the growth that it has taken you. You can't go backwards. You can't choose doors that, you know, an old you would have comfortably walked through. You have to choose doors that a new you is proud to and excited, maybe nervous, but ready to go through. Okay? If you keep choosing doors of things that aren't going to serve you, then I'm telling you, you're not going to get this Empress. Okay? That life that you want to birth, those things that you actually want to bring to fruition in life, they're not going to come to you. The reason that you had to learn these lessons, the reasons that this Nine of Wands is so important here is because those lessons are what is taking you to get here. The doorway that is for you is chosen by the lessons that you have learned. And if you can acknowledge the lessons that you have learned, then no. You're just going to pick any doorway that you want to just because. You're not actually going to align yourself with a doorway that's going to bring you the future you want. Okay, what you must be mindful of, the thinking man and the caring connections. Again, this comes, look at the archways behind. It comes from the newness. It comes from what you actually want. It comes from looking and focusing on this crystal that's in your hand. And we're talking about connections. So I very much have this strong feeling through all of this. Okay, whether this is relationships that you are already carrying, or these are new relationships that you are looking into, wanting to grow. Okay, this thinking man, these archways, to me is talking about new. Okay, it's about looking at this crystal in your hand, focusing on the life, the crystal that you want to bring to life. Okay, the caring connections maybe that you want to focus on, but the new way forward here. What you must be mindful of is, one, how you focus on that, and two, what archways you're going through, what doorways you're entering. Okay? What is this newness? What is this new caring connection? Okay? Eight of Wands. Change, fire, sparks happening. There's something here that's positive. There's a brand new beginning that's positive. The Eight of Wands and the Eight of Pentacles. Absolutely. Okay, you see, this thinking man and these caring connections were clarified by the Eight of Wands, the Eight of Pentacles, the Page of Wands, and the Six of Pentacles. So, there's positive change here. There's spark, there's life. I feel as though almost that you are ready for this newness. You're ready for all of these beginnings. You know, there's the open doorways, there's the open arches, you know, there's new things that you're ready to focus on. New relationships, new connections that you're ready to focus on. And those changes are positive, okay? There's a lot of good positive change. Within all of this, there's spark, there's fire, okay? Eight of Wands is about positive change. The Eight of Pentacles is about knowing that you've put in a lot of work, okay? You've put in a lot of work to get you to this place that you are, okay? There's been a lot of cycles that has taken to get you to where you are, absolutely. The Eight of Pentacles is somebody who knows that it has taken a lot of fucking hard work to get to where they are. But then they examine that hard work, They look over it. They do an inventory of where they are, what they have, and then what they need to do to go forward. What still is being asked of them. What they still must show up, what they still must put in, the work that still must be done. Because the Eight of Pentacles is saying a masterpiece has been built, yes, but I am not done here. Okay? And that Eight of Wands is saying, yes, there's positive change here, but if you're not ready to put in the work, if you're not ready to keep actually showing up and putting in the steps to align yourself to be better than you were the day before, then it's not going to change. Okay? This newness comes from you acknowledging and accepting what must change. You see, the Page of Wands, she's the beginning. She's the beginning of a new court. She's the beginning of a new phase. She's the beginning of that new spiritual being that she is just so proud to be herself. She's starting here and she's saying, this is who I am going forward from here, and I'm so fucking proud to be her. Okay? But again, it's that newness. Again, it's that excitement, but it's that understanding that she must still show up. She must still put in what she has. Okay? She can't put in low vibration energy because that's what she's going to get back. You see the Six of Pentacles is behind that. She knows that the energy that she must put out must be positive because her hand is this one and this is the hand of the spirit. This is the hand of the universe. Because the energy that you put out, it's the law of attraction, guys. What you put out is what you get back in. Okay? So if you're only putting out those low vibration energies, if you're only opening doors or going back in cycles that you already know have a negative outcome, that you already know don't serve purposes for you, then that's what you're going to get back in. But if you can sit here and look at all this change happening before you, acknowledge the work that's been done, acknowledge the self-growth that has happened, acknowledge, the stepping stones that you've put in place, and then say, from here I'm going forward as a new being. From here I'm going forward and I'm going to put new energy into this. I'm going to feed higher vibration energy. I want this change. Okay? High Priestess was at the bottom of that. It's the ability to see. It's the ability to see beyond. It's the ability to know that even though maybe right now it's very hard for you to see how this is all going to turn out or what doors are going to be for you, it's the ability to know that you already know the fucking lessons. You already know the answers. You already know what doors are meant for you to walk through. You have walked these lessons. You have done this Nine of Wands stage, okay? This stack here on fire, that's not an easy thing to come to, earth signs. Okay, that's not wisdom that was just one day zapped your rod. No, it took a lot of overcoming hard obstacles to get you to that point, to get you to that place of acknowledgement, that place of self-acknowledgement, self-acceptance, okay? But if you cannot acknowledge the lessons that it is taking you to get you to this place, then how are you going to know how are you going to move forward in a new positive energy? How are you going to change what needs to be changed here? Okay? There's newness here. There is. But in order to achieve it, you must be mindful of the doors that you are choosing to walk through. You must be mindful of the things that you are focusing on. Okay? Because what you focus on is what you will continue to bring back. What you focus on in those caring connections is what you bring back. If you are focusing on just the fact that, oh, this person is using me, or it's that's what you get back. Okay? But if you focus on change, if you focus on positive new beginnings, if you focus on, on opportunities to build together, to go forward, focus on the new spiritual you and the positive energies, hello, that's what you get back. What's it going to look like walking out of this month? Well, my little earth signs, a whole lot of love and your personal journey, that's what it's going to look like. If you are dedicated to actually completing the cycles that need to be completed, if you are actually dedicated and ready to just stand up for yourself and be like, you know what? I love myself more than anything else. Okay, I love myself before the need to love somebody else. Okay? I'm here to serve my journey. I'm here to serve my purpose, and I love my purpose. Okay? That aligns you to a path of people who are ready to go down a path similar to yours. Somebody who is also going to be walking down a path where they love themselves, but because they love themselves so much, they are able to love you more. Okay? That's how that works. You find people who are in love with themselves, because those are people who truly understand what love is about. Judgment, oh my goodness, that Judgment card has come out for every single reading. It's the release. What we have been holding on to, even through all of these lunar eclipses, this is just the period that we must release it, okay? As you go forward through this month, acknowledge it, address it all. Let it bubble, let it surface, let it come up. And then address it with love. Allow what isn't for you to just not be for you. Okay? You have overcome that. You have come so fucking far in your journey. Okay? So embrace that. Embrace the doors that are no longer for you. Embrace the knowledge that those doors are no longer for you. Embrace the lessons that you can say, yeah, that door's not for me. Okay? And release the things that are making you feel guilty for any sort of path or any sort of love that maybe has been tainted or whatever it is. Take that to the Lord. Release that to the higher. Six of Cups. As you release, as you really align yourself to this love that you truly are, to the being of love, to the soul of love that you truly are, to the path that is really truly for you. You align yourself, you allow yourself the opportunity here to reflect. This can also be talking about twin flames and soulmates. Okay? You align yourself, as you release here, you align yourself to a destiny that is very much for you. A path that is very much for you in this whole stage. Okay? The Eight of Swords. You remove yourself from being trapped, guys. It's time to free yourself, the Eight of Swords. It's time to acknowledge that this trapped feeling that you have is merely a reflection. It's merely a reflection of something that somebody has told you, of low vibration energy that has made you feel that you are not worthy of this love, that you are not worthy of moving forward. Okay, that's what low vibration energy is. But now it's this time, as you go forward this end of July, it's time to embrace the love and the journey that is for you. Okay, strategy was the energy for love and romance, and strategy is talking about journaling. Strategy is talking about the things that you have set in motion. Okay? The clarity behind that, the King of Swords. It's almost as though the energy around this love and romance is like, write out what it is that you want. Okay? Write out what it is from love and romance that you truly want. Put that down on paper. What does that look like to you? What are those things in your life that you need from this love and romance? What are those things in your life that you want to build from this love and romance? And it's so important to write those things down. It is. That's how you put things into 3D. That's how you claim them as your own. Okay? The clarity behind that, the King of Swords. That writing down of these things, that gives you that clarity, that gives you that peace of mind. Okay? That gives you that direction forward. Okay? The Moon and then the Five of Cups. Okay, the Moon is trusting in Spirit. It's allowing Spirit to, hear and be like, this is what I feel. These are the things in my life that, I want. And then allowing Spirit to really, having the faith and the clarity that Spirit will bring in, the things of your life that will benefit you. And it might not always be down to the exact way how you've seen that going or whatever the case may be, okay? But trusting in Spirit, allowing Spirit to take what it is that you want from your life and manifest it into the things that are best going to serve in your life, okay? And the Five of Cups. You see, sometimes in life there are pains and there are sorrows that are just, they're life crumbling, okay? They break our hearts. Pain in life, that's inevitable. There's always going to be heartbreak. There's always going to be pains in our lives. That's just part of the process. Okay? But how you carry those sufferings, how you carry that pain, that is your choice. Okay? And this Five of Cups is saying just feel it out. Allow for that pain just to be what it is. Okay? Allow yourself to feel that. Maybe it's a relationship that has come to an end and that relationship of the past just isn't going to serve you. Okay? But you're still holding on to some pieces of it. Allow yourself just to empty your soul of that, to empty yourself of those feelings of sorrow, to acknowledge the cup of beautiful, colorful joy behind you. just because some cups have been spilled, just because some things have been painful, does not mean that your life is about pain. It doesn't mean that all that is coming from you in Love is Romance is going to be pain and heartbreak. Okay? It's trusting in the Spirit. It's writing down what it is that you want and then trusting in Spirit to bring that. Trusting in Spirit to align you to a life that is going to fulfill you for that. Got dogs barking. I'm watching the bearded dragon. Okay, so energies towards work and goals was contract in the third chakra. Contract, third chakra. Okay, and maybe some of you are feeling very bound to these contracts. Okay, maybe it's a contract that isn't maybe even necessarily serving the person that you are. Okay, maybe it's a contract of a soul purpose, you know, and that soul purpose, or that soul contract that you share with somebody. Okay, it's preventing you from actually becoming who you want to be. It's preventing you from being your spiritual person, because that soul contract, the lesson that you needed to learn here, you know, had something to do with evolving and understanding that what you needed to grow from here was the fact that your purpose, your place, your light, you know, that overcomes any kind of binding contract that you ever had before. Oh my gosh, my arms are sticking to my cards here. There you go, Mars. Third chakra. 5 of Pentacles. For some of you, this contract could be a work contract, right? And it just hasn't been very fulfilling. Okay, maybe it's just been draining. Maybe, you know. 5 of Pentacles, the Sun, and the 10 of Wands. Whatever this contract may be, and this is gonna affect you all kind of differently, but you know, something within your life that you feel bound to, something that you almost feel just tied to, you know, that you literally legit have a contract to. It could be an actual real physical contract, okay? Or it could be something that is just a spiritual kind of soul contract. But it's addressing this contract, because as you address this contract, you address what it is that makes you you, the spiritual being inside you. This contract is somehow overshielding or overpowering, I think, that spiritual being. And I think maybe as you actually embrace your solar plex and your individuality, like your light within inside you, I think that is where you feel the sun. Okay, because the 5 of Pentacles, I think this is how I feel this contract really makes you feel. Very left out in the cold, okay? Very despaired, very tired, very just in the darkness, okay? But again, moonlight, Spirit shining the key, shining the way forward here. The sun was behind that, okay? It's that acceptance. Look at here, the sun just radiates into the soul. Okay, it's as though she soaks it up, and that third chakra, that solar plex, just fills with the light. Okay? Understanding that the cycles that it has taken you to get here, it's finishing them. Okay? It's finishing those burdens out. It's acknowledging those lessons for the hard lessons that they were. And that's that. Now you move forward. Now you embrace your light. Now you embrace your beginning. Now you embrace your shine. Don't worry about, that contract of bondage, because who you are breaks any sort of contract. Who you have become, the lessons that you have learned, the light that you shine after all of that. Okay? That sheds the light to all that's to come. That overcomes it all. Okay, we're going to pull an oracle card from the angels and the ancestors. What you doing, Marv? Just eating the clovers. The moon. Take note of intuitive messages. And autumn. Release the old and rest. The moon. Use your intuition. Practice discernment. See through illusions and blockages. Lunar energies are surrounding your life, allowing you to understand what is standing in your way. Not everything is as it seems, and you are being guided to use your discernment. When the moon appears, intuitive and psychic urges are increased, so take note of any feelings arising at this time. They are messages from your souls and angels. The moon shines her light on all that has been kept in the dark. So ask yourself, if you are avoiding anything or refusing to deal with something of importance. If so, it could be holding you in the shadows when your destiny is to be in the light. If this card appears when you feel someone isn't being completely real with you, know that their intentions will be revealed to you. The moon has no secrets. She reveals all. Autumn. These are the warrior symbols of this deck. Don't know where the autumn one is. Sorry, guys. Autumn.